Now we go into verse 7.
बंधु समेत जबे अहि रावण, बंधु समेत जबे अहि रावण, ले रघुनाथ पताल सिधारो, ले रघुनाथ पताल सिधारो। देवी ही पूजी भली विधि शोभली, देवी ही पूजी भली विधि शोभली। देव सब मिली मंत्र विचारो, देव सभे मिली मंत्र विचारो। जाए सहाय भयो जब ही, जाए सहाय भयो सब ही। अहि रावण सैन्य समेत संहारो, अहि रावण सैन्य समेत संहारो। को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि, को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि। संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। बंधु समेत जबे अहि रावण, ले रघुनाथ पताल सिधारो। देवी ही पूजी बलि विधि शोभली, देव सब मिली मंत्र विचारो। जाए सहाय भयो तब ही, अहि रावण सैन्य समेत संहारो। को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो।
One of the most outstanding traits of our culture is freedom. There is no culture in the world which gives you so much of freedom than Hindu culture. Here, a person is given freedom to choose the book they would like to read. We have a vast library of books. Options are there for one to choose. Paths are there. You can choose. One likes to be a karma yogi. Yes, so choose that way. You want to be walk the path of jnana marga. Choose that way. You have the choice. That's the greatest freedom. The choice is with you to choose the path you would like and then follow it. That's why we are not conditioned to a single book. We have a library of books. We can't say, isn't it? What is the holy book of Hindus? Bhagavad Gita. Don't say that. It's just one group of Hindus follow Bhagavad Gita. It's too wide and vast, but popularly known, therefore it's fine. But Upanishads are there. For some people, that is more sacred. Puranas are there, and they would say, I follow Puranas. And it could be very sacred for them. We have enough and more. Shruti, Smriti, Purana, Vedas, different wings of Vedas. See the vastness of the books. And then there are epics like Ramayana and Mahabharata. There are so many people who swear by these books because that has helped them to transcend, that has helped them to transform. So these books have done a great job. So it's not one book, we have wide. And there are books, therefore, at different ages, different people come and they also comment on these books or write something, and that freedom is also there. So this particular character which we are seeing in this words, Ahiravan, if you read Valmiki's Ramayana, you will never find this character. Ahiravan. It's not there. Valmiki did not mention about it at all. Did not even mention. Tulsidas ji mentions one line, Ahiravan, Ravana's son. It is a scholar from Bengal, Kirtivasa. This Ahiravan story is more popular in the Bengal side, and Kirtivasa was the author. So in his Ramayana, he has brought Ahiravan. Ramayana has many, many different types of Ramayans. People have written after Valmiki, down the ages. And each one has given a very different focus. Tulsidas ji has given more focus on devotion. Some people have given more focus on poetry, description. Kamban, for that matter. Kamban goes on describing. He is more poetical. He has taken the same theme, poetical. You want to see poetical, imagining expression, then you can't find another person who can express it like Kamban. One incident in Kamba Ramayana. When Hanuman burns Lanka, the flames have gone so high, the swan in which Brahmaji travels has become slightly black. You see the imagination. That's poetry. Imagine a person's imagination when Hanuman burnt Lanka. Okay, you have a limit for imagination. Here he goes. The flames go up to Brahmaloka. And the swan has slightly become black. Now that's same theme Ramayana. Different people express it. Because the theme was so inspiring. People have taken Indonesian version of Ramayana is very different. Except the main characters, few. There are a lot of changes. Thai version, Thailand, Cambodia. Ramayana is very popular in the Far East Asia. Thailand has a different version of Ramayana. Indonesia has a different version of Ramayana. Cambodia, Malaysia, Sri Lanka, India, different versions of Ramayans are there, and we have given that freedom. If someone is poetic to express it, we say, okay, do it. If it is worthy, if it is of value, people will preserve. If it has no value, they'll dump it. We trusted more on our wisdom, on our intelligence. So if someone writes something slightly contradictory, we know in time people will throw it out. Isn't it? Like our essays, what we have written when we were children. Where are those essays? Essay about postman. Do you have it still? Anyone preserved? Your grandchild coming and saying, my grandfather wrote this essay about postman. Today, we don't see postman. Essay about cow, the picnic you went out, the holiday. Nobody preserved it, isn't it? It's not a literature which needs to be documented. It has have value and gone. So we have left it to the people, saying people are bright enough, brilliant enough. They know if it is valuable, they will follow. If they think it is not worth it, they'll dump. So we never made any hue and cry when someone wrote another version of our holy text. We said, leave it to the people. Our people are intelligent enough to accept it or to reject it. Some people may take to it for a while and then see it and saying it's not all that worth. They drop. So we never brought in rules. You should not do it. You see the freedom. I hope we realize that it's not just on writing. The freedom which the culture has given us for us to progress. The methods which we can choose. So here, Kirtivasa writes in his version, Ahiravan is a son of Ravana, who looks exactly like him. Maybe a kind of a cloning. Looks exactly like him. In appearance, he is just like him. And he was the king of netherworlds, Pathala Loka. He was a master of that. He lived there. And a magician by art, by profession. Very powerful, a brilliant magician who had the siddhi to change his form as he likes. He can come and sit, he changes form and make us believe that we are interacting with someone whom we know, probably changed completely. Ahiravan has that kind of a power. A magician can make us see things what he wants us to see. And Vibhishan, one of those loyal men of Ram who walked away from Ravana because Vibhishana chose truth, not family. Very rare, isn't it? Huh? People like to choose family over truth. Vibhishana chose truth over family. He said, doesn't matter, you're wrong. Truth is what I live by. And truth is one which will be with me. Let us hold on to truth. He moved away. And he got to know that Ravan went and appealed to Ahiravan to come for his rescue. Ravan also did not give up, did not leave any stone unturned. He tried all methods. One after another, people were dying. Indrajit dead, Kumbhakarna dead, and all his arsenals are getting empty. He didn't have any. So finally, last effort, he calls Ahiravan, saying, you come and do this for me. So Ahiravan says, okay. And Vibhishan got to know about it, that Ravan has called Ahiravan, and Ahiravan will disguise himself and make you believe. So he said, he's a very powerful magician. We must be careful. He can hypnotize people. He is indeed powerful. So they said, okay, what should we do? He said, first, this is in the evening time. We need to protect everyone. So the whole Rama forces come together. All of them assemble together in one place, and Hanuman builds a fortress with his tail. Hanuman builds a fortress, round, and the entire Rama's army is inside, and the fortress is made, full of tail, and everyone is inside Hanuman's tail, and Hanuman sits in the front, and just that one opening in the front for anyone to come in and go, air circulation, and he closed everything else, and he was standing there. Everybody was inside, and Vibhishan wanted to know. Things inside are fine, but he wanted to know how things are outside. What are the other strategies Ravan is taking up? So he came out. Hanuman is on guard. Vibhishan came out telling Hanuman that I will go check out and then come in. And he goes out to check. Ahiravan was waiting all the while. He saw this was the opportunity. Vibhishan went out, so he takes the form of Vibhishan. And he walks in. And Hanuman thought it is Vibhishan coming in. Go. There was nothing to stop. Otherwise, Hanuman was there to stop anything. Your fly could not pass by. And he was there. And Ahiravan walks inside in the disguise of Vibhishan, and he goes in. And naturally, he reached Lord Ram quickly because everyone gave way thinking it is Vibhishan. And he reduced Ram and Lakshman, who were sleeping, to his size of his thumb. Put them in his waistband. Ram, Lakshman tied to his waistband, came out and went off. At that time, real Vibhishan came. He said, what happened? You just went, and why are you going and coming? He said, when? I just only went out once and I'm coming back now. Then they realized what happened. They rush there and they see Ram and Lakshman kidnapped. Gone. Ram and Lakshman not there. Imagine what must be Hanuman's mind. He was the guard, taking care of everything, every moment, and he was hoodwinked into it. Naturally, Hanuman was furious. He got to know where Ahiravan is in the netherworlds, Patal Lok. He goes there straight. And what did Ahiravan do? Kept Ram and Lakshman, and he is praying to Mother Kali and saying, by morning, I will sacrifice them to you. Narabali. And this was his plan, and the puja he started, and this was what was happening. So Hanuman goes inside, pulls out Ahiravan and smashes him off because he could not stand Hanuman in a duel, in a combat, and then saves Ram and Lakshman. They come back to earth from nether worlds. Now this is the story. One point before we see the significance of the story. So Hindu culture gives sanction to Bali. Many people in today's world don't like it. How can there be Bali? How can you sacrifice? How do you do that? Sacrificing an animal, sacrificing sometimes humans in the name of God. Does that allow? Is this part of Hindu culture, which you talk so glorious? Is this a practice approved? If it is approved, there are many people who will say, no, I don't like this. Let us analyze it well, how this came into practice. In the past, in our culture, in the mountain areas particularly, there was one variety of goat. Even today, that goat exists, mountain goat. This mountain goat has a very peculiar habit. All the other animals, when you see they go grazing, they'll eat on top and go away. Just eat on top, nibble on top and go away. This mountain goat would not just eat on top, it will pull the root out. It will pull it out. And if the population of the mountain goats increase, those areas can become a desert very quickly. So the people understood that. Basically, this came when there is a kind of a imbalance in the animal world. In the animal world, survival of the fittest. When certain wild animals have moved further interiors, then these animals which are not that wild were occupying and their population was becoming more. So our people saw that. They said, this is dangerous. You allow this goat, it will make the earth a desert in 7 to 10 years' time. Today also, you watch programs like Animal Planet. There will be a special team of hunters who take care of small islands. They see that the population of this goat is less in number, just to save. So that way what happened in the mountain areas, particularly in the mountains, can become bald because you keep pulling out everything from the root. So the people were choosing to kill the animal in the name of God, saying, we are very sorry, very sad, very sorry that we have to do this. We offer it to God himself. That's how the practice came. Because that's the only way they thought could save ecology. And this particular animal was the only one. But man, out of ignorance, goes on taking up further and further. Human mind can go very crazy. Like we had in our culture, carrying kavadi. It's a simple thing, which is not very heavy, but you can carry it. It's good for the body, strength. And little hardships, a little rajasic kind of a tapas, sometimes people pierce their body. Because probably extreme body-oriented people to develop a kind of an endurance. Today, if you see how Thaipusam is celebrated, scary. You must see it in Malaysia or you must see it in Singapore. People come in cranes, hanging, in the name of God. Crane, like the body hooked in different parts, hanging and coming. This is not prescribed in the scriptures. Man takes it up. You do this, I can do one step further. You do this, I can do one step further. And when they are not guided properly, they adopt a wrong method. Anything which is practiced long enough, if not rightly checked, can become corrupt. Old order changes, yielding place to new. Tennyson. You follow and no one's there to guide, then it becomes extreme. It gets corrupt. Now, in crane you come hanging. In what way is it? Where was it prescribed you should do tapas like that to invoke God? Out of ignorance, people adopt. And that way the Bali also became, but this was the origin of it. How it started, how people followed it up. So we don't, that way Hindu culture does not prescribe Bali, but out of ignorance it was followed, but the origin was like this. And that too, in the mountain areas, mostly Kali temples were there. So we say, I have to kill this animal. Unfortunately, I kill it in the name of God. That's how it came. And then people said, if I do this, oh, God is pleased. Now this is absolute ignorance. I offered this and God got pleased. This is wrong. This is like that lady who was praying during World War and said, I prayed so sincerely, God threw bombs in the next village. Hey, now please, come on. I was praying sincerely. He saved my village and the bombs all fell in next village. Why do you attribute this to God? That is out of ignorance. Out of ignorance, you make a statement, maybe with all devotion, but that doesn't mean it's a right statement. Your faith is fine, but that doesn't mean it's a right statement. So out of ignorance, people adopted. We don't prescribe that way. Now coming back to Ahiravan, he wanted to offer Ram and Lakshman as Bali to goddess Kali. Hanumanji comes in that time, pulls out Ahiravan, smashes him to death, and saves these two. Now comes a very, very important point. Ahiravan, and we have discussed yesterday, Ram, Lakshman, knowledge, Vairagya, Sita's devotion. Knowledge and dispassion, when we have cultivated to some extent, some time can go into the dark dungeons into our own bosom. Deep down, it can become unconscious. One mistake can take over sometimes, some wrong move, and all that good what you had could have gone buried deep inside. Dark world in you, deep down in you, not anywhere, in you. How many people suffer sometimes? You do something, you're doing things all clear, wise, and suddenly a person makes a mistake and somehow probably got addicted to it, repeated, and then lost. And all wonder, such a brilliant mind, what happened to him today? Such a noble person, was so clear, was so honest, so straightforward. What happened to him? All lost. Knowledge and Vairagya can become that way, can be lost deep down in us. So we need to be careful, because this can happen. This past in us could be so deep that we have only cleansed the conscious mind. The unconscious mind is not still clean. So from it, something can come and take over. So only way we can do is not to allow this to happen, or even if this happens, we want to come out from that past. We need to have wisdom, we need to have devotion. Devotion is a great motivating force. Gurudev says, the greatest persuasive force is love. That's the greatest force. For love, one can do anything, because it's so motivating. So if we have that, then even if we have gone into those deep, dark alleys, from there we can come out. How many times people ask this question, I made few blunders, very expensive, I suffer from it, I'm not able to meditate. My past comes back to me again and again, guilt. Comes back to me again and again, guilt. Or mistakes what I have done in the past. People are not able to drop it, isn't it? You know what is right, you know what has to be done, but helpless by the power of the past. Unable to come free. We should know to drop. Things which are not needed, we should know to drop. Mainly the guilt of the past, we should know to drop. Everyone makes mistakes. You made mistake, don't suffer forever. Drop it and learn to move on. Higher things are waiting for you in life. Don't hold on to the past and suffer. We should know to drop guilt. We should know to drop so many things. One of the most beautiful books, recent time Chinmaya Mission brought out, is a book called Drop. It's an amazing book. And it's a book with different questions addressed through a story form, and there is an exercise book. How to drop each thing. How to drop hypocrisy. How to drop it. How to drop guilt. Methods. How to drop negative thinking. Methods. And as a add-on to that book, our members have brought out a band. People wear a band in hand. So they have brought out a band called Drop. So you can wear it in your hand, saying, hey, I need to drop. This I have to drop. I'm holding on to it unnecessarily. I have to drop. So that's a very, very insightful book. So here, Ahiravan, if you see, can't steal away our own wisdom and vairagya and put it deep down in us and make us feel helpless. A person like Hanuman has to be invoked. Who can come and save, bring back that knowledge and vairagya back? Bhakti is necessary. There Hanuman is the great motivation. Why did Hanuman do that? Out of pure love. Brought in love, and from there the journey comes out again. From those dark dungeons of our own past, unwanted things which have occupied our head, let us drop them and come. Let's move forward. We have made mistakes. Everybody has done something. Why should you punish yourself forever?